This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Malabar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almadria, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodia's Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadeye. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almadria. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almadria when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels. not being able to hold another person's hand.
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almadria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cislodia, the lush green glades of Menancia, the harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niaz was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. We'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
I'm not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almeidrea?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegis.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything. though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almadria did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almadria do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almadria resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alvin.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up! Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almadria.
Xian, I want to thank you.
What brought this on?
What you said helped to calm me.
Don't mention it.
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag-Sar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelselik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almadria plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsev when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a goner.
Balsev's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Shion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.
Finally, some open space again.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
No choice.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
You think that shield will save you?
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Mega Ray!
Not today. It's almost too strong. It'll split it open. Be my guest.
Raging Storm! Raging Storm! You'll soon see about that! Do it! Alvin! Astral Energy!
Say no more.
This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Resonate with the Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Raging Cascade!
Glacial Spear! If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Flash! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Reload!
Soaring light spear!
Dance in the reload!
Leave the ensnaring to
Glacial
me.
Spear!
Come to me!
Lancer!
Through Rising Wyvern!
Shining Supernova! Thunder Field!
No further!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Finish this!
Open! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
I see what
Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! First aid!
Eat dirt! Take down their defenses!
A new melody!
Nothing gets by me! Raging storm!
Flaming thrust!
It's over! Searing flame! Reload!
Blood.
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Here's a healing arc! Stalagmite!
Denied!
Another incantation ruined.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Here, let me help you!
We're not finished! Not today! Armor loaded!
Dance in the sky is mine! Dance in the wind!
Finish it! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Resonate with the earth. Stalagmite.
Dance in the wind!
Take this.
Glacial Spear! Here's evil! Freeze Lancer! Lightning Condemned! Thunder Blade!
Lightning thrust!
Don't get careless.
No further!
You got spirit! Rising Wyvern!
Raging Cascade!
Anything in all is all mine. Now you see what I got.
I won't show you any mercy! Now you'll learn!
Do it!
Hikara! I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life.
Rising
Dance
Wyvern!
on the top field!
blood.
Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Discourteous,
Dance in the
aren't you?
wind!
Rising Wyvern!
Raging Storm!
Tell me, have you ever considered your purpose in life?
Shining Supernova! Thunder Field! Shining Supernova! Thunder Field!
If it's in the sky, it's mine!
Dance in the wind! Air That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I've been doing really great lately.
Let's see what you've got.
Shattering the pieces! Attack us!
Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Mega ray! Annihilate! Dance in the wind!
Burn in hell!
You won't make a fool of me!
It's weakened!
This ends now!
Raging cascade!
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Dance in the wind! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! I can feel my power growing! Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
What's with that shining foe over there?
This one will be difficult to predict.
Here I primed and ready! Where are you going? Raging cascade! Here
In a
now!
bind?
It's a duel of the arts!
You're mine! Elusive deity!
Do it!
Any blind freaks!
What? Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Lightning!
Astral art?
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Thunderblade! Cover the
Not
casket!
today!
Sweet your down! Laser spear! Piercing! Lightning attack! Thunderblade! Chinese supernova!
Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go. An opponent like this should be easy. You've got to
Far enough! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! They really don't give up, do they?
Now you learn!
Where are you going?
Finish it!
Lost!
Demons descend! Flashing fang!
Dance in the wind! I'm only getting started!
You picked the wrong fight!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air!
Showtime!
Soaring light spear!
Arts are being interrupted.
Blah blah blah! Then air thrust!
Armor won't save you!
Healing circle! Air thrust! You air thrust! Annihilation!
Take this!
Blah blah blah! Cover the casters! Air thrust! Arch shield! Raging cascade! Raging cascade!
This one's mine!
Raging cascade!
Leave the charges to me!
Thank you!
Fred! I can do it all day! Raging cascade!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me!
Got it! I'll leave it to you!
Air thrust! Raging cascade!
Take this! I'll smash you!
Raging cascade! Close one!
wields arts too.
You'll soon see about that.
Glacial Spear!
You get the gift. Spread! Freeze Lancer!
Death from the wind!
Blah, blah, blah. Air
Faith
thrust!
and blood.
First aid! Raging Cascade!
Take this!
Here! Raging
Can't get out of
Cascade!
this!
Hold nothing back!
I'm out! Spread! Raging!
Leave the charges to me!
Demon Fang!
Resonate with the earth!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind!
Take this!
You want the handle?
Finish it!
Xion! Astral energy! Full throttle!
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
Forgive you! Air thrust!
Engaging!
Radiant Cascade!
That makes you the thorn outside.
Radiant Fire! I'm out!
Here I come!
Dragon
When I
Supernova!
finish!
Thunder Field! Raging Cascade!
Blade!
Spread! Raging Cascade!
Leave the charges to me!
This one's mine!
How much longer will our healing arts last?
I won't forgive you!
It's go time!
Bring him down!
Smash you! Do it!
Raging Cascade! Flame of death!
Burn in hell! I'm going in!
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Shield!
I owe you one.
Freeze Laser! Supernova!
Rising Falcon! Finish!
Lost! Demon's Descent!
Flashing Fang!
Here I go!
That's too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Thunder Field!
Can't get out of this!
Lightning!
Dragon
Death Ball! Raging Cascade!
Big Russia! Demon Fang!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Finally, some open space again.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
No choice.
Bring him down!
Raging cascade! Steering ground! I'll have to take my revenge on you!
Resonate with the earth!
Easy and snaring to me.
Yeah, and pummeling to me! Split it open!
Be my guest.
The enemy wields arc too.
We'll soon see about that! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Can you take it?
Can't get out of this!
Take this.
Air thrust! Cover the caster!
On your
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion. These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zoogles the Renans usually keep around.
Indeed.
Hi, Hoodle! Take...
Feisty one, eh?
Anything in order!
I'm the true gunslinger around here!
Got you now!
Thunder field!
Got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
easy and snaring to me.
Yeah!
To
me!
That's my cue!
Shut him down!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Here Don't get in my way! One shot! Annihilate one's mine! Raging cascade! Annihilation! Flame dance in the wind!
Armor won't save you!
This one's mine! You will make a fool of me! Dragon
No
Storm!
further!
Glacial spear!
Sonic Thrust! Sword Rain Outlaw!
Radiant sword!
Do as I say!
Radiant here!
I'll teach you respect!
Can you take it?
Radiant here!
On your knees! Eternal Devastation!
Cover the capture! Close one! Lightning strike! Thunderclap! Lightning strike!
Rotating
Down in the wind!
Burn in hell! Smite you!
Air thrust! Dance in the wind!
Won't escape me!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Resonate with the earth! Raging Kettle! Freeze Lancer! Where are you going? Friend! These ones can run rings around us!
I'll smash you!
Raging Cascade! Raging Cascade! Friend! Raging Cascade!
Too fast!
Stand back.
Dance in the wind!
I'll trip it up.
Air thrust! Back into the front! Diving supernova!
Finish it!
Air pressure!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
no choice.
Prepare to be sealed.
Thunder Field!
You're mine.
Here!
Take this.
Shining Supernova!
Ready, fly.
Thunder
It's
Field!
time.
Flame! Remove!
Blood.
Glacial Spear!
Be still. On your
Thunder Field!
What did they just burn still?
Sierra, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done! See about that!
Ordering Alpha.
Do it! Alvin! Astral Energy!
Say no more!
Searing Flame! Raging Cascade! Out of arrow!
Elusive deity.
Searing Flame! Refresh!
Benediction light.
Mega Ray! Raging
I'm
Cascade!
not done.
Fresh!
Now you see what I can do.
Rise and Red! This one's mine! Fresh! Raging Cascade! Searing Flame! Love! Get toasty!
Burn strike.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
A barrier. That may indicate Almadria is near.
Then we've got to find a way to get through somehow.
Let's see if we can find something that'll release it.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that happens.
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from a starship.
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from Lenegis?
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegis and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily lives. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts just thinking about it.
Don't worry about that for now. Just focus on taking care of Almadria.
What is this? Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Not today!
Dance in the wind! Searing slam! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
not finished!
I'm ready!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Scream!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Is
it too late to talk over our differences?
Now you see what I can do! Cover the caster!
Damn it!
I'll
trip it up.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Outfit! In an instant! Impact block!
Let the marksman handle this!
Dragon swarm! Rotating pile
Raging Cascade!
Rising wyvern!
Raging Cascade! Flame!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
I see what Raging Cascade!
A new melody!
Supernova! Thunderfield! Mega
Resonate with the earth!
Annihilate!
You picked the wrong fight! It's almost too strong! Split it open! Be my guest! Finish it!
Raging! Into the shadows! Raging Cascade! Raging Cascade!
Begin! Whirl away! Elusive!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
You're saying we should check the Owl Forest? Looks like some solid equipment. Mint. Hi, Hoodle.
For my lord!
In a bind?
Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
you of your power. A new melody.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Run this way! Where are you going? Air
An astral origin?
That's my cue!
I'm ready.
This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes.
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! Dance in the wind! Air thrust!
Do as I say! Finish it!
Radiant here!
Bloody holiday!
Air thrust there!
Burn in hell!
Dance in the wind! Air thrust! It's weakened!
This ends now!
Air thrust!
Rising Falcon! Come wild!
Incantation ruined.
I'm out of ammo!
Dragon swarm!
Save you.
Once and weak!
Pierce through!
By the power of one!
Resonate with the earth.
Tempest wall!
You're mine!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Blow away!
Raging
Eternal devastation! I'll teach you right! Crush! Prepare to be Eternal devastation! Hey there! You picked the wrong fight!
I'm ready. All yours, Kisara.
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright...
wind! You got Air Spear! This one's mine! Not on my watch! Where are you going?
Can't get out of
for what
bed!
you did! Rubber Field! Raging Cascade!
Got fire!
Unstoppable! Unenforcement!
All yours!
Fred!
I'm ready!
Lightning Orb! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil! Sweet dreams! There! We'll soon see about that! Over the castle!
This one's mine!
Rending you apart! Dance in the wind! Air throw!
We're not finished! Take this!
Dance in the wind! This one's got your name on it!
Ashes to ashes!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
No choice!
In the wind!
Shattering the
Raging Cascade! Energetic!
Your demon fang!
Raging Cascade!
On your
Hear me! Flame of fury! Burning front! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Here I come!
Freeze Lancer!
It's over!
Chinese Supernova!
Finish this!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
choice.
Engaging! I never miss! Glacial Spear! Here's the Raging Cascade! Freeze Laser!
No further!
Raging Cascade! Raging Cascade! Mega Ray! Fred! Gemini Lightning!
I'm ready!
Doubling!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis! I'm only getting started! Air Thrust!
Well then, let's keep moving.
No choice!
Bring him down!
Armor won't save you!
Stalagmite!
Take this! Take this!
On your knees.
Take it! Fire support! Dance in the wind! Cover the caster! Dance in the
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Raging
Try
cascade!
this! It's ready for it!
Raging cascade! Will this help?
Here I come! Sonic boom! This one's mine!
I'm grateful.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Finally, some open space again.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. Discourteous, aren't you?
I got carved through armor! Here I
Thunder
Too fast!
Stand back.
Fire support!
Sword Lane Alpha! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Rising... Its armor's too strong! Be my guest!
Raging cascade!
On your left!
Raging cascade!
Resonate with the earth!
I'm all stuffed up!
Listen!
Raging cascade!
It's on! That's on the way! This one's mine! Ring down your apart!
Bloody get the wind! Air thrust! Do it!
Outfit! In an instant! Impact block!
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like the rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mies. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almeidria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Mesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! Forever closer! Raging cascade into the shadows! Far enough! Mega ray!
Hitting pile driver!
Raging cascade!
By the tower of carved through armor!
Not in your dreams!
Stay away!
Raging cascade!
Execution!
You picked the wrong fight!
Raging cascade!
Blood.
Rending you apart!
Raging
Bloody
cascade! First aid! The close one! Raging cascade!
Can't get out of this!
Raging cascade! Raging cascade! Raging cascade!
Rending you apart!
I'm ready!
Death for me!
Close one! Close one! I'll heal you all!
Soaring blast!
Sorry!
Right! I couldn't make it in time.
Take this! Resonate with the earth!
Raining stalagmite!
Raging Cascade! Close one! Radiant Spear! Raging Cascade! Into the front! Raging Cascade!
Denied! Resonate with the earth!
Raging Cascade! Let me help!
Bringing you up!
Raging Cascade!
Dragon form!
Raging Cascade! I'm out! Raging Cascade!
Rising wyvern!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power!
Get ready! Raging Cascade!
They might
Raging
Dragon
Cascade!
form!
Raging Cascade!
Air pressure!
Raging Cascade! Raging Cascade!
Leave the choices to me!
Raging Cascade! Raging Cascade!
Can't get out of this!
Sighted! Raging Cascade!
Not today!
Raging Cascade!
Resonate with the earth!
Raging Cascade!
Denied!
Carve through armor!
Close one! Raging Cascade! Fresh! Now for something special! Here goes! Here I go! Raging Cascade!
Swallow blade!
Fresh! Raging Cascade! Not on my watch!
Demon fang! Double demon fang!
Fresh! Raging Cascade! Fresh!
Being interrupted.
Hear me! Flame of Fury! Fresh! Gradia! Here's evil!
Take this!
Freeze! Fresh!
I'll smash you! No further!
Nothing gets by me!
Close one! Raging Cascade! Fresh! Do it! Kikara! Go for it!
Prepare to crumble!
Raging Cascade! Arch Field! Fresh! Raging Cascade! Fresh!
They're attacking separately!
I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on her, and take out the monster first.
Not in your dreams!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that!
Yeah, take it away!
Close one! I can't feel...
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Double demon fang!
You will
Resonate with the earth!
I still got some fight left in me!
Elusive deity!
Raging
Soaring
Cascade!
blast!
Any more of this and I'll burn out! Dragon
That looks
form!
bad.
Wits about you, people! Far enough!
Arch Field!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity!
This one's mine!
Chaotic disaster!
Pierce evil!
So that's the trick up her sleeve.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine! I'm all set up! This one's mine!
Not done yet!
Not on my watch! Raging Cascade! Raging Cascade!
Nothing gets by me!
Raging Cascade!
Far enough!
Ready and where?
I'll
They might with black and flame! Resonate with the earth! Stalagmite! I can carve through armor! On your
I can handle it!
Into the shadows! Ready!
Take this!
Raging cascade! Raging
Resonate with
cascade!
the earth!
Raging cascade!
Ignite!
Raging cascade! Close one! Just what the doctor ordered!
Anything in armor is all mine! Armor won't save you!
If it's in the sky, it's mine! Close one!
Take it! Dragon form!
Raging cascade!
You will!
Better! Annihilation! Sorry!
Heal!
I'll bring you back from death to this!
Be still!
Can you take it?
Her master core!
Not while I'm around, she isn't! Raging cascade!
Begin!
Raging cascade! I'll never forgive you!
What?
I'll take you down! You don't scare me!
Go for it, Rinwell!
Hit her now!
I'll smash you!
Raging cascade!
You picked the wrong fight!
Annihilation! Spread! Magic is in! Spread! I'm out of ammo! Raging cascade! Radiant prime and red! I never miss! Raging cascade! I'll end you! Astral energy!
Say no more!
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again!
Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganneth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more.
Stop right there!
Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Shion!
Alvin! Alvin!
Come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign.
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. Might as well walk the block once more for old time's sake. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room. I just wanted to go back. To Dena. To my home.
Alphen.
Leori.
Alphen. Live for me.
No. Leori. No!
Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking.